Hello everybody. It's been a little while. We're having busy times around here. I wanted to just check in and show you guys a little bit of stuff that I've been working on when I've had a little bit of downtime. I haven't had very much lately. I went into some of that in my last video. Just all the crazy goings on that is the month of September every year, but it's even worser this year. So anyway, I just want to show you guys what I've been working on. I had done a video about my monthly subscription that I had joined for Trilogy Yarns, and they had sent me, I get the Golden Girls monthly club, and I choose their DK weight, which I loved this yarn. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. It just renewed again for next month, and I was glad to see it happening because I know I'm gonna love everything I get from them. But anyways, this month's the Golden Girls, you get a full 100 gram skein of a hand-dyed yarn, and then you get a matching mini skein to come with it. And the colorway, it's I'm guessing it's mostly just like quotes and things from Golden Girls that inspire the color. But this one, it was a long one. I believe it was something to the effect of, my mom always said everything gets better with age unless you're a banana. So this was the main color, which is a very banana-y, like a real true banana-y yellowy color with little flecks of browns and purples. And then the matching color was this. And so I turned it into, believe it or not, I still have more than half. I didn't even use half of my yarn, but I did make a cute little Ross hat. I think it's adorable. I did an extra long kind of brim. I did, what did I do? I only did 4 for my closure this time. The decreases, which I love the look of that type of a spirally decrease. I have not sewn in my end yet, but I just think it came out so cute. And I have a hair clip in my hair, of course. 2 hair clips in my hair. Never prepared to show you guys these hats on. But just know that it's adorable. And I love the way it came out. And it just feels so good. And I can't wait to wear it this winter. I love it. Now I got to decide what I'm going to do with the rest of it. I'm kind of thinking I probably have just enough not to make some real elaborate, but I think I could have just enough yarn to make a simple, not long, but just a shorty pair of fingerless mitts. I think I have enough to make matching fingerless mitts. So I might do that. And if I do, I'll show you guys because that's so cute. Something else, I just decided to start something else, and you know, if you know, you know, start. I had bought this yarn, which I love. It's so soft. I just could not figure out what the heck to make with it. It is the Caron Colorama Halo. It has perfect phasing, and I will agree with that. There is no place where you can see that the color has changed, but the color changes so subtly that there is just never a line. But I had bought 2 of this colorway, which is called Lavender Frost. This is a number 5 bulky yarn, which I would say it's more like a number 4, but because of the halo on it, that kind of ups its size range. You get 481 yards per skein. That is phenomenal. Almost 500 yards of a number 5 in one cake. Very good. So I got 2 of each color of, I have 3 other colorways, and I guess I can show those to you guys. They're pretty. I'll grab them. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So I also purchased the color Magenta and Mandarin. 2 skeins of that. It's so pretty. I don't know if you guys are really seeing this halo, and it is so soft. I cannot tell you guys how soft this yarn is. It's so lovely. The next color that I got is called Beeswax Frost. It's really pretty. And last but not least, I got Tin and Tan. So I've had this yarn for some months and I just could not figure out what I wanted to make with it. And I start stuff and not finish it, and then start something else and not finish it again. I just kept frogging and frogging and frogging. And by the way, you would think that this yarn with this extreme halo would be a nightmare to frog. Frogs like butter. I had not one snag ever, and I have restarted and started. And you know, even the best of yarns, when you keep frogging it, the same yarn over and over, it tends to get kind of funky, but it has not. It has been it's been a little trooper. So anyways, I had a long time ago made a just pullover granny stitch sweater pullover type of a thing, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make that because I know that I like that. I know it'll look good. I know it's cozy, comfy, and I'm ready for fall and all the cozy, oversized, comfy, wonderful things. So no real pattern in mind. I just kind of know how to do a granny raglan style thing, top down. I just started, and it's just work top down, and then you connect under the armpits and work in the round until you get the length you want, and then you start on the sleeves. I took my first cake, started, worked all the way down until that cake was finished. Then I came back, because this skein runs from the dark purple and then goes all the way to white. I came back, connected my arms, and I've been working 6 rows at a time so that they'll kind of phase with the rest of the sweater that's going purple to white. And when I get done, I will connect from the outside at the bottom of the sweater and then just let it fade into whatever I get to. So that being said, here is what I have so far. So, and yes, I know that I started with the sleeves a little darker purple. I don't care about that. That's fine by me, because that's where I connected the whole new cakes. So we've worked down into the white. That's how it phases. It's just so subtle. But yeah, it's going to be such a cute, and I'll probably take it down to about my groin area, I guess. I liked it to be a little, I don't know, just depends on how much yarn I have. If I have enough yarn, I'll take it even like to where it just covers my bottom, and that way I could wear it with like leggings or something if I wanted to, or I can just do whatever I want. But I can tell you that this is so soft, so soft. If I know this yarn would make a beautiful blanket. I have so many blankets at this point, and I just hate to, first of all, making blankets just gets very boring for me. And I don't know. I hate to waste yarn on blankets anymore because I'm kind of blanketed out. But this would make a really lovely blanket. Who knows? I might make one. If I made a blanket, I think I might make it knit with this, just so it would be extra cushy. I mean, you could do like a moss stitch crochet to get a pretty good solid, but I would just want it to be pretty darn solid, I think. And I'm not gonna, single crochet tends to get stiff, so I think I'd probably just go with a knit, probably go with just a plain old garter stitch blanket, but it would be nice and solid and squishy and lovely in this yarn. I know that. So anyway, that's something I've been working on. I hope to have it finished in the next week or so. It just depends. What do I have to do? I have an all day long class that I have to attend. Plus, on top of that, I have another 16, 18 hours of continuing education coursework that I have to complete over the next couple of weeks because I am renewing all of my licenses for practicing, my medical license and my respiratory therapy credentialing. Both of them are due. That happens every 10 years where they both fall due on the same year, and I already don't like it. But anyway, so I'm going to tell you what, October is going to be my month, by gosh. Number one, Halloween is my favorite. I decorated for Halloween, much to my husband's chagrin. I decorated to Halloween when school started. To me, back to school means Halloween. I don't have any children in school, but once school got started, I was like, oh, it's Halloween decorating time. So I put all my, obviously not my pumpkins because they would rot. I don't have pumpkins yet. But I did go on and put out my, I planted all my marigolds. They're all blooming in the pots now. And then the seed that I threw out, it's just starting to get little buds on those. What I just threw out in my flower bed for marigolds. I love marigolds. Marigolds make me feel like fall. So I got my marigolds out. I got I had made a cute wreath for my front door. It was a nightmare to make. They're so cute, but you take the tulle. That stuff is a nightmare. Rolls and rolls of tulle, and you just take little bits of it and you roll it up, and then you put it in half, and you use little twisty ties, and you fill the whole wire wreath frame with all those tools, and then lots of ribbon, and then I put a little witch hat on top, and then it says the witch is in. And anyways, I made that, and I have it hanging on my door. I have some other electric pumpkins that have light bulbs in them. Those are out and they're turned on, and just some little potion bottles and things like that. It's just on my front porch. But October is my favorite. I wish it could be Halloween all the time. I wish I lived somewhere. I don't know where it would be. I told my daughter, well, only because I'm thinking about Twilight. Not that I'm like crazy. I don't hate Twilight or love Twilight. I'm fine. Twilight doesn't hurt my feelings. It's fine. But I like the vibe of Forks, Washington in that I'm like, just that overcast, rain every day reminds me of autumn all the time vibe. I don't know. I kind of want to move there. It just seems right for me. I can just see myself in that atmosphere, just knitting and crocheting all the time. And I would love that. Just a little hot cup of tea or coffee. And I need to retire there. That might be what we have to do. I know a lot of people want to retire at the beach or something. And I'm just like, be happy to retire someplace where it's overcast and rainy every day. I had my husband sold on Maine for a long time. You know, I read a lot of Stephen King. Still do. And everything takes place in Maine. And I'm like, oh, this looks so nice, this coastal town and this dreary weather. But then I was like, oh, I don't know. The snow doesn't look like the best. And I know Washington gets some snow, but it's not as bad on the Pacific Northwest, I don't think. Snow-wise, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's everything I know is from the movies, so could be really wrong about that. Anyway, what are we talking about? We're talking about what I worked on and what I've made. I have a little bit of more progress. I have done a bad job. I just have not done a good job at being focused. My brain is so scattered with all the things. So I told you guys that I'm making my mom some fire pit mitts. I don't remember if I had showed you guys that I did, in fact, well, I have to pick up for the thumb, so I have my stitches on hold here. But I did, in fact, finish the actual mitt itself, and she tried it on, and it fit her perfectly, and she likes it because she likes black everything. And I told her, I'm like, I love you, but I hate knitting with black. So she's getting charcoal. There we go. That's a true match. She's getting charcoal. These are the fire pit mitts. It's a paid pattern on Ravelry. I love this pattern. Comes in 2 versions, a shorty and a long. This is the shorty, which is, in my opinion, as long as I would ever need them to be. But they do come longer. And the longer pair is actually a fitted. It has where you do like decreases and increases and blah, blah, blah. This pair does not. This pair is cast on a number of stitches, knit, 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 increase right here for your thumb gusset, bind those off, and then straight to the end in a bind off. I love these. I love the way these fit, so I don't really care about adding all the extra stuff. So I've got to finish that thumb gusset and cast on the other mitt. Here we are, still me with my one mitt that I had completed before I cast hers on. Just in case you had not seen, that is what it looks like with the thumb completed. I love these mitts. I just adore them. I adore them in every way. They're so cozy. And you can kind of roll them out because they just don't, and make them longer. Or you can kind of feel like, oh, that's a little bit too much. You can kind of just roll your edge in a little bit more. They're wonderful. They're so wonderful. I love fire pit mitts. Shout out to that lady that I keep forgetting her darn name. I know her store is called Fiber for the People, but I keep forgetting her YouTube channel name. So terrible with names. Anyway, it's a great pattern. Fire pit mitts on Ravelry. Worth every penny. And then I have just continued to slog along. I like making these. They're not the most exciting things to make, but they're just great projects for when you don't want to think about anything, because this is the sock head beanie, and all you do is just knit, 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 knit. Has a very long brim. That brim is long because the goal here is to use up an entire skein of sock weight, fingering weight yarn, which is what I'm working on here. And it's a very long slouchy beanie. If you want it to be fitted on your head, you can fold this whole brim up to have it fitted, or you can have it folded or just straight up, just have it hangy, slouchy. It's your choice. I love these beanies. They feel great to wear. I would say if you lived in, you know, a place that gets blizzards and stuff, this probably isn't like the warmest. It'd be great for layering though, I think. But I live in Oklahoma. It gets cold. It gets plenty cold. We have plenty of, you know, 0 wind chill days, and sometimes a little bit under, and a lot of anywhere from 0 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit type stuff. It's fine. It's not the worst. I'd say 20s and 30s, you know, where you got to drip your faucets, just below freezing. A lot of that. It's been known to get slightly colder with the wind chills. But this works fine for me. With that, like I said, if I was going out in an ice storm or a blizzard, maybe this wouldn't be like the only thing you'd want to have covering your ears and your head. But anyway, it's getting there. I've got to continue to knit this until, from the cast on edge, it's about 11 inches, I think, before I start decreasing to get closer to that bind off. So anyways, it's a nice, peaceful Netflix watching knit. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. I really am ashamed of myself. I haven't done much. Well, you know what? That's a lie. There's one more thing that I have worked on, but I don't know that, even though I have put, I think I've doubled the amount of back stitches that I had. I am determined to get this darn cardigan done. It's so cute. I'm going to grab it. I did work on this one a little bit more. I am almost to the point here where I'm about ready. This is worked in one piece. It is a cardigan that you start at the ribbing on the very lower back, work it all the way up, increase for the sleeves, work those all the way around, and then go back and knit 2 panels on the front. And then when you're done, you seam it underneath the sleeves and down the side. Easy peasy construction. I am almost to the point. Well, I'm getting there. I don't know. That's the back, lower bottom back coming on up. And then we've got my sleeves. I think I gotta do like 15 more rows before we go back and just start working the front panels. The sleeve, once you get to this part, that's the longest part because you are literally working the back and the sleeves all in one long back and forth. It's the most stitches. So once I go and I just got to do those 2 front panels, that's going to zoom on by. And then this is going to be an adorable sweater cardigan. I love this purple color. It is so pretty. I love it. I love it. Okay. That is it, guys. I really hope I'm not wearing my mic on me because it's very frustrating to be connected and tethered. I don't like it at all. I literally have my microphone pointing at me. I'm hoping and praying. I'm trying to yell. I'm just really hoping that this is going to work. If this does not work well, we have to turn our TV all the way up to hear me. I apologize profusely, and I appreciate your patience. And no one has told me the microphone I need. I asked. I'm recording on my iPad. And my husband's like, why don't you record from your computer? Well, number one, because it sucks. I tried to record from my laptop, which is an MSI gaming series, but it's not the newest. And it looked horrible. And my husband was like, oh yeah, all laptop webcams look horrible. You have to purchase. And I'm like, oh, but see, I was trying to not do that. But I will in the future do that if need be. But I thought, well, what if I just, instead of purchasing a webcam for an older laptop, what if I just got me a MacBook? Because I kind of wanted that anyways. I've become so used to working with all of my Apple products at this point, my phone, my watch, my tablet. I thought, what if I just get a MacBook? That might be better. But then I don't know anything about recording well, guys. This is just me doing the best I can here. That's not true. I could do better. I could learn. I could get on and I could learn how to be an amazing videographer. I just haven't done it yet. But if anybody has any suggestions for mics that work with an iPad that do not have to be connected to me, let me know. Shout it out. I'm willing to buy a cool microphone. I kind of see these big things and I'm like, but all the ones I've seen, they are for like computers and stuff. But anyway, let me know if there is something that I would be better, or if you're an expert. I doubt experts are watching my yarn channel. Hey, you know what? That's not true. People that like computers might also like yarn. They're not, whatever. Let me know. Let me know. Y'all guys shout it out. Tell me what to do. Tell me what I need to do. Hopefully you can hear this. And I appreciate each and every one of you for visiting my channel, for your patience, for your suggestions. And once we get through this September and we get into that fall business, expect some tutorials. I've gotten some really good suggestions for some tutorials, and I am intending on taking the advice of those subscribers and putting together some tutorials for what you guys have said you wanted to see. We will also be having, I'll probably do it this week, in between classwork, the rest of the Great FO Parade. We'll probably work on that. So keep your eyeballs out. Keep your eyeballs out. That don't sound good. Keep an eye out for that videos. It'll probably be 2 because it's a lot of stuff still left in the last tote. Anyways, y'all watch and give me thumbs ups and subscribes and all the things, and just know that I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have a fantastic day. You guys take care. Bye.